United in the Tottenham half now. Rashford trying to come forward. He's brought down by Ndombele. Manchester United have a free kick around 40 yards from goal. They take it short. Throws it back to Dyer. Dyer across to Serge Aurier now. Aurier finds a nice ball in field, looking for Lo Celso. Lucas Moura's out wide. Moura crosses. And that's good defending. Lindelof getting to the near post. I think he wanted a shout from Henderson, but Lindelof couldn't take any chances. And he heads the ball behind for a corner kick. Nice pick out from Aurier to Lo Celso. He played it across for Lucas Moura, who wasn't really tracked. Pretty slack marking from the visitors. Half now. Rashford trying to come forward. He's brought down by Ndombele. He was able to take the ball behind. Tottenham, Manchester United nil. 9 minutes gone, but Tottenham have a corner on the far flank. And it's a really poor one as well. Very easy for Manchester United to clear. McTominay was the man who got there first. Rolled back towards the goalkeeper Lloris, who just comes outside of his own box. Here is Reguilon now for Højbjerg. Now Joe Rodon, who's getting a few games at centre-back for Tottenham now. They've not got the Liverpool extremity of centre-back partnerships, but they've had their fair few this season. Tottenham, they've got the likes of Alderweireld and Sanchez and Japhet Tanganga in and around their squad as well, but today they've gone with Rodon and Dyer, a Welshman and an Englishman. 10 minutes on the clock. Tottenham with another free kick on the halfway line, but they roll it backwards. Here is Dyer now. He's got some work to do to try and force his way into Gareth Southgate's squad for the Euros. He's regarded as a valuable utility man, but not getting too many games as Manchester United play it forward, but Lloris will grab it safely. Early stages at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where it's still Tottenham Hotspur 0, Manchester United 0. Tottenham have probably been the better of the two sides so far. No huge chances have been created. Lucas Moura did have one effort in the box, but it came off Luke Shaw and went behind for a corner. Tottenham just trying to control things, trying to get an all-important result against one of their Big Six rivals. They've not had a good record against the top clubs this season, and they'll want to try and put that one right. It's Tottenham 0, Manchester United 0. More of a regular than Ben Davies in that position. Real opportunity Manchester United have had to stretch the Tottenham defence, but it's probably not the man you want in that position in Fred, and he slipped as he tries to play it back in field. Aurier was able to get there ahead of him, and Fred fell by his own volition really. It wasn't a foul. Here's Kane. Kane misplaces the pass. Pogba gets there first, but again Manchester United can't take it in their stride. It feels sweet for Jose Mourinho to get the double over Manchester United for Tottenham this season. They've not actually managed that since way back in the 1989-1990 season. They only just won 6 of their 28 Premier League home games against Manchester United, but 3 of those have come in the past 5 seasons, owing to the fact that Tottenham are now regarded as one of the top clubs in the top flight. For most of the first 20 years or so of the Premier League, they were always a mid-table club at best. side have got a free kick now, which is taken long by Dyer. Aiming for the run of Son, who's got that trademark of coming in from the left into the middle and ghosting into space. Free kick again for Tottenham. Bruno Fernandes just giving it away. Here's Lucas Moura down the line looking for Aurier, but Shaw's going to get there first, and it's nice composed play from the left back. Plays it off Aurier, and it will go for a throw into Manchester United. One thing that Luke Shaw certainly has done this season is avoid the treatment table. That's been his real problem throughout his career, but particularly since he suffered that horrific leg break playing for Manchester United. Way back in 2015 now. It's a long time ago since it happened, but it's only now this season where he's really put together a strong, sustained run of form. And that's what Gareth Southgate likes, and that's why he's back in the fold for England ahead of the European Championships. As McTominay picks the ball up inside his own half, he goes across to Fred, who rolls it back to Lindelof. Now here comes Maguire. Just ambling into the Spurs half, plays it across to Shaw. Shaw looking to link up with Pogba. That's a crucial sliding challenge by Lo Celso, but it's a well-timed one as well. It's now Ndombele who's going to try and take it forward. Avenue's blocked off for him. He rolls it back to Højbjerg instead, but combative play from Tottenham in midfield. Excellent interception by Lo Celso as he slid in and just hooked the ball away from Pogba. Ensured that Tottenham got the ball back. It's given away though in midfield by Højbjerg. Wan-Bissaka now. Referee blows his whistle. It was a free kick he wanted to give, or may have gone out of play. 15.5 minutes gone. Tottenham 0, Manchester United 0 is the scoreline. Lindelof rolls it back to Henderson now. Forward to Harry Maguire. Tottenham with 60% of the ball thus far. No real surprises seeing that statistic. They have looked more likely to try and create an opening, but Manchester United are coming forward again. Fernandes stands it up now towards Rashford. It's going to drop for Cavani on the edge of the box. It comes back to Rashford, who shoots. And it goes wide of the near post. It may have taken a nick off Eric Dyer on the way through. It was good play that. Fernandes chipping the ball up towards Pogba, who won the header. Smart play by Cavani. He could have gone for the shot, but instead it was a delicate little touch onto the run of Marcus Rashford. Unfortunately, couldn't apply the finish. It was Dyer that slid in, and he did get the block away, but that's the best football we've seen from Manchester United so far this game. It's going to be Shaw to take the corner on this near side. An in-swinging delivery, handed away by Rodon. The referee has blown his whistle to signal a Tottenham free kick. Each of their last 5 league games against the so-called Big Six of Tottenham, they were heavily criticised for the way that they lost against Arsenal. They went 1-0 up thanks to that quite outrageous Eric Lamela Rabona goal. First time he scored one with that technique, but they just sat back and meek in attack and invited Arsenal onto them. There's going to be a yellow card shown here, first one of the contest. It's been dictated to by the time of their first booking. Maybe he was tempted to give it by the fact that Ndombele looks as though he may have hurt himself. He's limping away from the challenge. Cavani, playing in the Premier League in the latter years of his glittering career. Edinson Cavani, such a wonderful stint at PSG. Manchester United decided to pick him up for a free transfer. His experience giving them something up front, and he'll be expected to play a lot between now and the end of the season, because Solskjaer has confirmed that Anthony Martial is likely to miss the remainder of the campaign through injury. So United are quite short on numbers to play up top. United taking on Tottenham, North London rivals Arsenal. So a big game for Arsenal, more so than Sheffield United, who look doomed to relegation. Corner is swung in on the near side. Again, it's not a great delivery. The standard of corners has been pretty poor in the game so far. Hotspur runs forward with it, but he's well challenged. Goes out of play for a throw-in. Domine just wants too long on the ball, and Ndombele takes it off him. Kane now slides it through into the box. Here is Lo Celso. Just trying to scuttle and find a player to pass it to. In the end, Spurs forced to go backwards. It was a good retreat from Manchester United. 20 on the clock. That's really cheaply given away by Reguilon, and now Manchester United with a chance to get forward, but Cavani doesn't spot the run of Rashford out wide and instead just rolls it back to Lindelof. All the way back now to Dean Henderson. Not been the most enthralling contest so far. Both sides just feeling each other out. Here is Lindelof. Lindelof chips it forward, looking for Rashford, but Marcus Rashford may be quick. He's not that quick. And Lloris can come out and just smother it. 21 minutes gone. 0-0 is the scoreline if you're just joining us. There were 7 goals at Old Trafford earlier this season, and 6 of them went to Tottenham. And bizarrely enough, that wasn't even the most outstanding result of the day. That was the same day that Aston Villa defeated Liverpool 7-2. Of the season, there were just so many goals. Højbjerg just inside. Up wide, and he picks him out. Head, and Henderson will come out and claim it and roll it out straight away to Bruno Fernandes, who's not been able to get in the game too much so far. Fernandes chips it forward. It's intercepted well by Aurier. I just thought he was collapsing to the ground and may have handled it. I don't think the referee felt the same. Nil. Playing the Manchester United goalkeeping role. The side trying to build something down that right-hand flank, but Reguilon will shepherd the ball away. And Bissaka can't get on the end of it. Tottenham 0, Manchester United 0 is the scoreline midway through the first half. It's been a game of relatively few chances so far. Well, Manchester United did have one around ball being played. It was a long diagonal. United 0. Chance for Tottenham to advance down the far side, but they've been stopped by Harry Maguire. This season he seems to have been. United will probably be looking for another option at centre-back during the summer months. And lots of players being linked with moves. Upamecano was one of them, but he's going to be joining Bayern Munich in the summer. Reece clears. Strong defending by Maguire to head away from Kane. Ndombele, such a just shift the ball in one direction, use his body to great effect. He was not exactly a favourite of Mourinho when he first took over the Tottenham job, but he's done what not many players have been able to do, and he's made Mourinho change his mind on him. He's now a guaranteed starter pretty much for Tottenham in most cases, and all credit has to go to the Frenchman. He and Hojbjerg have formed a decent partnership in the central midfield for Tottenham. If going back to the Harry Kane situation, if they were to lose him in the summer, then they've got some huge reinvesting to do. A bit like when Gareth Bale was sold. Lots of players came in to try and replace the goals of one player, and by and large, they didn't work out. Under Andre Villas-Boas, of course, a former protege of Jose Mourinho. Here is Son now on this near side, being chased by Wan-Bissaka. And Ndombele back with Son. Neither side can really get into that attacking flow at the minute to really get shots away and try and play passes in between the lines. There's 2 attempts at goal for Tottenham, 1 for Manchester United, and none of them have been on target. That's a neat summation of where we are in the game. There is Dyer coming forward now into Kane, who of course be willing to drop deep because he's got the ability to play almost a number 10 role. Now with Lucas Moura running down the right hand side. Moura tries to play an early ball in, a low one towards Kane. Moura, as the ball comes back to him, he fouls his man, and again Tottenham will be frustrated in their pursuit of an opening goal. Manchester United are a tough nut to crack when they're on the travels. They're on a club record run of 22 away league games unbeaten. And when you think about how long Sir Alex Ferguson was at the helm and all the things that they achieved with him in charge, Pogba's playing mainly on the left-hand side with Rashford on the right, Bruno Fernandes in the middle, but they will be able to interchange throughout the game. In fact, just as I'm looking now, it looks as though Fernandes and Pogba have just switched. So Fernandes will play on the left and Pogba through the middle now. Wan-Bissaka from Rashford. Back with Wan-Bissaka. Now McTominay just allows the ball to roll across his body and he side foots it towards Harry Maguire. Fernandes hooking that far touchline. Back into the middle now for Fred. Fernandes round the corner looking for Luke Shaw. That's the head of Hojbjerg. It will go out of play for a Manchester United throw-in. Shaw takes, it can't be gathered by Pogba, but where David De Gea and Harry Maguire were culpable for the goals that Tottenham scored, and Keane went on that pretty emotional rant in the Sky Sports studio. United are a much more solid and accomplished side at the back now. Fred plays it across looking for Shaw, but he doesn't find him, and it's going to go out for a Tottenham throw. Aurier takes, it's hooked back over by Lo Celso, who's then upended by Shaw. He's not happy with the decision made by Chris Kavanagh. Just the one booking showed so far, nearly half an hour into the game. That was for Scott McTominay for a challenge on Tanguy and Ndombele. In terms of chances, the notes are looking pretty sparse at the minute. As Tottenham and Manchester United currently playing out a goalless draw in front of the empty Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, although there is light at the end of the tunnel whereby fans attending are concerned. Here is Rashford now, into Cavani. Cavani comes over the halfway line. Great sliding challenge by Ndombele to win it back off him. Højbjerg now. Son touches it inside. Balls backwards now to Joe Rodon, who was playing for Swansea in the Championship last season. A deadline day acquisition by Mourinho, wanting to freshen up his central defensive ranks with a younger player. Manchester United win it back now. It's played over with Pogba on the far side. He's got Cavani through the middle. Pogba pokes it into the path of Fred. Now Fernandes. Shaw on the overlap again, but Manchester United players not really making that much movement going forward. And that's evidenced by Fernandes' cross from deep, which reached absolutely no one apart from the goalkeeper, who bowls it out to Reguilon. By Shaw, comes to Maguire, and play it back to Shaw, and plays on the deck. Rodon, Celso got back, hit the back of Maguire, not Maguire, should I say, Rashford's ankle. Looks to be a clear foul. Wasn't in the box, so it's not something VAR I think will look at. Henderson rolls it to Maguire now. He's going forward on the scamper, and that's a brilliant ball down the channel for Shaw. Can Shaw pick out the right ball now? Just delayed slightly, plays it back to Pogba. Pogba around the corner for Cavani in the lead, and that is a really well-worked goal by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side. He looked as though he timed the run perfectly. The Tottenham players are swarming the referee right now. They think there was a foul in the build-up. Jose Mourinho very nonplussed on the touchline. It's Son who's down on the floor. Will this goal stand, or will it be chalked off? Well, it's pretty daft from McTominay to stick his arm out like that. Son's definitely made a meal of it. He knows that McTominay's on a yellow card, and he was trying his utmost to get him sent off. That's just cynical. All started with Scott McTominay, who tried to brush off Son. In with a challenge. Son went down. Whenever that purple screen comes on, it's always a big danger. The sides that have scored that goal. What will the verdict be? Will Chris Kavanagh go over to his screen? I think he will. Really have the power as well if he deems it necessary to give McTominay a second yellow card. I always think when referees go over to the screen, they're going to be more mindful to change their mind because they're getting instructions from Stockley Park. It just plants that seed of doubt in the minds of the referee. Kavanagh has disallowed the goal. It will be a free kick to Tottenham. And I think the Tottenham players are now wondering why McTominay is still going to be on the pitch. Solskjaer looks absolutely furious. What's going to happen to McTominay? I think he's going to be let off. It looks so soft though. And it's a good interception. The England centre-back. Over on that far side now, Maguire's getting forward into the midfield area. He plays another channel ball, and it's another good one as well. Shaw tries to get there. Lo Celso attempted to challenge him, but it's going to be a Manchester United throw. There's Fernandes. Lifts it into the box, looking for Pogba. Maguire struggling to clear it. It's all a bit fraught and a bit frantic. It's then played across goal and it's missed by Cavani. Just over his head. Lifted into the box by Bruno Fernandes. And Manchester United, could it just be one of those days? Højbjerg and Fred were both on the floor. Dyer couldn't clear it. Sent back in by Fernandes towards Cavani. He's not quite on his toes. He got a slight glance on the header, but he was never positioned right to power a header towards goal. Rashford. Lindelof. Here comes Maguire coming forward, being chased by Son. Over to Shaw now. Pogba's ahead of him. Plays it into Pogba. Shaw continues his run. Shaw puts the cross in. Lifted away by Dyer. Fred. Round the corner for Shaw. To Dyer. Positioned himself well yet again. Another clearance. Tottenham will be wishing away this last 15 seconds or so. Here's Rashford. Now back to Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Lindelof. Over to Maguire. Maguire back to Lindelof. 3 minutes have now elapsed. And the referee has blown his whistle to signify the end of what was the first half of two halves, really. The first 35 minutes were pretty uneventful, but then Edinson Cavani thought he'd scored for Manchester United, but the goal was ruled out after Scott McTominay was adjudged to have fouled Son in the build-up to the goal. And then just a few minutes later, Son scored the goal to put Tottenham in front, following a really nice ball by Lucas Moura and missed interception by Victor Lindelof. Manchester United have it all to do in the second half. At half-time, it's Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. At the break, it's Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. After a largely uneventful 35 minutes, Manchester United thought they'd taken the lead. Edinson Cavani finishing off a pass from Paul Pogba really nicely, but VAR adjudged that Scott McTominay fouled Son in the build-up, so the goal was chalked off. 4 minutes later, Son added insult to injury by scoring for Tottenham. Nice ball by Kane, missed interception by Victor Lindelof to Lucas Moura, who squared it for Son. He couldn't miss. Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. At the break, it's Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. After a largely uneventful 35 minutes, Manchester United thought they'd taken the lead. Edinson Cavani finishing off a pass from Paul Pogba really nicely, but VAR adjudged that Scott McTominay fouled Son in the build-up, so the goal was chalked.